YouTube, Lexia here. Today I'm going to be talking about leopard geckos. I will be making different videos on like how to care for them, how to feed them, how to set up their tank and stuff. But this video is just if you want to buy one and you want to know a little more about them. Like if you're doing your research for them and stuff. And be sure to do your research on them because you can't just get them and then not know how to take care of them, because then they'll end up dying and you'll end up just like wasting your money, and I don't want leopard geckos to die. So I'm just going to talk about the main stuff you need to know, like the pros and cons of having them and the cool facts about them. Let's start off with some cool facts. What's one? Oh yeah. So the leopard gecko there's different types of geckos. Okay, so there's the bouquet gecko, there's a house gecko, there's a bunch of different types of geckos. But the leopard gecko is one of the many different kinds that like have eyelids. There's only a couple different types of geckos that have eyelids, but most of them don't. So since they have eyelids, like they close their eyes when they sleep and they blink. They don't lick their eyeballs to keep them moist. And leopard geckos have like a transparent, I don't really know how to explain it. Like you can like see through their head basically. Like if you are in the light and you look through their ear, you can see light on the other end. So I think that's kind of cool. And they also have really fat tails. As you can see on this picture, they have really, really fat tails. And that is where they store all their fat. So most of the fat goes to the tail, like the extra fat that they don't need. That just stays there. That's why it's really, really important that you make sure that they don't drop their tails, because they use that as a defense mechanism. If there's a predator or they get scared, they might drop their tail. Because what they do is if something's chasing after them, they don't really have a chance. So if they drop their tail, the predator will try to only get their tail, but they can still get away. But they work up their whole lives getting all that fat in their tail. So you gotta make sure that you're not too scary. You gotta, if you're trying to pick them up or whatever, you gotta go from the side. You can't go straight down, because when they see shadows, they think predator, and then they'll just run away or maybe even drop their tail. So just make sure that you don't do anything to scare them. Once they get used to it, I don't think you really have to worry about that anymore. But when you first get them, they're going to be scared. They don't know where they are. They don't know who you are. But yeah. Another fact about them is that when they lay eggs, when the females lay the eggs, the sex or gender of the egg depends on the temperature around them. So if it's hot, if the temperature is hot around the egg, it'll most likely be a boy. If it's cold, it'll most likely be a girl. I don't know why that is, but I think that's really cool. So I guess if you want a boy or a girl, you can just change the temperature of the tank or whatever. But yeah, I guess that's some of the really cool things. Oh, another one is they don't really have sticky pads on their feet like most geckos do. So they can't climb as well. So if you have a glass tank, you don't really have to worry about them escaping. They can still climb, but it's just they can't really climb as well. But you can still put sticks in there and have them climb and stuff. But so you don't have to really worry about them getting out unless you put them on the ground. Then that's just really stupid. I don't know, but you decide. And what else is there? Oh, the cool thing about leopard geckos, I think it's most geckos do this. I don't know if it's just leopard geckos, but they only go to the bathroom in one side of the cage. So only one corner of the cage. So if you don't have to worry about cleaning the whole thing very often, just that kind of side. When I make a tank video, I'll tell you what kind of stuff you need. I just use paper towels in mine. You can just kind of put paper towel on the bottom. They don't really need sand or gravel or anything. Don't use sand in your tank if you're setting it up right now. I'll make another video about the tank stuff, but I'm just going to tell you now, just don't use sand. I'll talk about that in the other video, but just don't use sand, just for future reference. because it can end up killing them. So, what else is there? Oh, let me tell you the pros and cons. Let's start off with the pros. These guys are really calm, and they are very tame. Like, they're really nice. They're not gonna try and bite you. And if they do, it's not gonna hurt. But they most likely won't try to bite you. But they don't have teeth, so you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, they're just really calm, and like, you can play with them a lot. You don't have to worry about them, you know, and they move around a lot. So it's not like you're just gonna have a boring lizard for the rest. Like, they live for a long time. They live to like 10 to 15 years, I think. So you don't have to worry about them dying very soon or anything like that. And they're just really fun to watch. Like, I don't know why. They're just really fun to watch when they catch their prey and stuff. It's really cool. Some cons. They, like I said, are nocturnal, so they're gonna do most of their hunting at night and moving around at night, but still, you don't really, they still move around in the daytime, so you don't really have to worry about them not moving. Another pro is they don't need a UVB light. Since they're nocturnal, they're just one of those lizards that they don't need that. All you really need is like a heat lamp, that's it. But they're really easy to care for. Like, they're not one of those super complicated lizards that need to be sprayed with water or something special and have special food or anything. They just eat crickets and mealworms and stuff like that. I'll talk about that more in the caring video. But they're really, really fun and easy animals to take care of. There's not very many cons about them. Let me think. I don't think there's anything. I don't know, but there's different morphs of them. So all the leopard geckos aren't gonna look like this. Let me show you a couple different pictures. Okay, so this is one of them. I don't really know what this one is called, but there's mixes of them too. So if you have like a blizzard and a tornado, they have a baby, they can end up looking like different. Let me show you another one. Another one. This looks a lot like mine, except mine has like kind of stripes on it. There's ones like these. But there's just like a lot of different ones. I don't know what one this was. I don't think this is a real one. But so yeah, I guess that's basically it.